Hey, 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 we're live.
Well, we're live and also a little late, so apologies, guys, for being a little bit late. Madam's got a prep with her ears. I like all this. Oh, look. So, have you guys been? You well? Everybody good? We're here. We made it through. Well, I say made it. I normally say I made it on a Friday.
Yeah,
But I don't know. We made it. We made it to the end of the day. I suppose.
it's been one of those couple of days. You made it. We made it. Monday and Tuesday.
Tuesday,
yeah.
made it. Yay. Anyhow, Sam, hello.
Hey,
How are you,
Sam.
Samuel? Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Hey, Charlie.
How you guys been? Did you guys have a good weekend? What did you get up to? Anything exciting? Now, for us, you will notice, and we've been bad. Love the ears.
Thank
said.
you.
Sorry, I was mid-cough then as well. Do you know what I've been doing? You remember in the last line, I sampled these. Look. And I've been slowly munching them throughout the day, so there aren't many left. We still got those gin and tonic ones, Sam, that you mentioned. That was the after eight. Hey, Aoife!
Hey, Aoife!
How are you? We were talking about you on the line.
Now, I must let you know, recently it was Aoife's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
So happy birthday, Aoife.
Happy birthday, Aoife. So those were the after eight gin and tonic ones we sampled yesterday. So I still got those there to go. Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year.
How have you been? It was so funny. We were just talking about you, over the last few lives actually.
No, the last live.
Last live.
Amy. So Amy was saying, "Oh, where is?" And she couldn't remember the name, and I said Aoife, and she said, "No, not Aoife." But obviously, we hadn't seen you for a little while. But she was talking about Born, so.
But
yeah.
we were wondering how you were and how are things. I hope you're well. Friday, I turned 46.
Happy birthday.
46 years young. Mark, I love Kelly as my sister.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Well, we're really glad to see you're okay.
Yes.
Really nice to see you on.
Mm-hmm.
You're still alive, and that's all you need. Happy birthday as well from Sam. There you go. So you're getting the big birthday messages.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely to see you on. Sorry, going back to what I was saying. So we have been bad because we haven't shot a video all over Christmas. So we were conscious of that.
Yes.
And funny enough, I without boring you guys about it, but we did. Well, we weren't. So we had a video that we were going to shoot over the weekend.
Let me explain.
Oh, you want? I was about to explain it. I'll let Kelly.
Explain.
Kelly will explain the story.
So we had a shop booked.
Get a ring on Kelly. Right, go on. Sorry.
So we had a shop an online shop booked on Friday, and it was supposed to. Was it Friday or was it Saturday?
No, it was Friday. So we originally had a delivery. So the idea is Kelly and I would go filming on the Saturday, and we had shopping delivery on a Friday.
On a Friday, so that would leave us free on Saturday to do whatever we needed to do to shoot videos because we had plans.
Before we go on, so we're not going to say who it is, but you know who you are. But yes.
Well, I can do, but anyway.
No, don't say.
So anyway, the shop. So we had the shop booked between 9:30 and 10:30, and about 11:20, the shop didn't arrive. So I didn't receive a text, I didn't receive an email or anything. So I went on my account, and on my account it said that the shopping had been cancelled.
Hi, St. Cart. How are you? You well? Sorry, just interrupt there. Kelly was talking about why our video didn't go. Our video where we wanted to shoot didn't go well. So sorry, carry on.
So I've lost my train of thought now.
So where we were due a shop to be delivered on Friday evening. We waited in all the time for it to come in.
So then I went online, and on my account it said, "Oh, we were unable to deliver your shop." And I was just like, "What?" So I sent an email, and then it was one of these 24-hour things, "We'll call you," or whatever. I was just like, oh. So anyway, they called me the next day, sure enough, probably about 10, 11 o'clock time, and said, "Oh, I understand your shopping hasn't been delivered," and all of this type of stuff. And I was like, "Yes, we waited up. We were going to go out and do whatever we needed to do." And they was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that. we'll give you a £20 voucher as compensation, and can we do a redelivery this evening between 6 and 9?
So this is now on the Saturday.
So yeah, so this is on the Saturday, and I was just like, oh well, all right then. And then I was like, do you want to go out? And we were like, do we really want to rush back to to the shop? So we decided to do everything on the Sunday instead.
So bear in mind, we were going to go out and shoot a film.
So
a video.
So we decided, right, we're not going to do it on Saturday now. We'll shoot on Sunday. So we'll wait in for the shop. So we just did some other things and all of that type of stuff. It gets to 20 to 9, and I haven't received any notification or anything else. So I ring them, and I was just like, right, okay. We were supposed to have a shop delivered. We waited in, we didn't go out. I said what our plans were and all of this. And they were like, oh, let me just call the depot. So they went and they called the depot and all of this. Kept me on hold for ages. And then and they said, well, I'm ever so sorry, but nobody's got a note of this or that or the other. And I was just like, hang on a second. I've stayed in all day, not gone out. And in my mind, right, I was really, because I explained what had happened before he went off to go and then you know what he said? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Now, never, ever say that to Kelly, because I've done it myself. Ooh.
And it was on the tip of my tongue, right, to start an argument right there and then. I was just like,
that doesn't sound like you.
I was ready, and I just, in my mind, I thought, do you know what, Kel? Calm down, because you got a £20 voucher last night. Let's see what's going to happen today. So in my mind, but chest was ready. I was ready to say it with chest. So I just thought, let me calm down, because the manager just said, I'm sorry, how you... Anyway, so he went off to find the depot, and I just thought in my mind, when that guy comes back, I don't even know what I'm going to say. So the guy comes back. He says, I'm ever so sorry. No, he didn't say I'm ever so sorry. He goes, oh, we don't have any record of it. And I was going, let me say something, right? We didn't get a shot. We didn't get no notification, blah, blah, blah. The same thing has happened today. And now you're telling me that you don't know what's happened. I said, did the other people get their shopping? Because I know there were 2 slots after mine. He goes, well, there was one other shop, and there was one other slot. There's one other person, and they didn't get their shopping either. And I was just like, right. So now tonight, so I rang your people. They're saying they're going to do a redelivery, and I've not received this redelivery. But by this point, I really wanted to start shouting, but I thought, no, I'm very frustrated, and I was aware that I was really frustrated. So I was just like, right. He goes, so then he tells me, how can we resolve the situation? I was just like, well, how can we resolve the situation? I want to escalate this problem. I want to speak to your manager. I want to set a complaint. Well, yes, we can do that, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, why didn't I get a text? Why didn't I get an email? Normally, this is what happens. And I had already received an email 7 hours earlier to say that I was going to get this shopping. And he was like, oh, I'm ever so sorry. He now apologizes. He said, oh, I'm ever so sorry.
Well, he did apologize before, but it was a sorry, I feel that way.
Yeah, but now he said, I'm sorry. So, but the thing was, don't say you're sorry that I feel that way. Apologize on behalf of that company. If you yourself don't want to apologize, say, oh, I'm sorry on behalf of whoever the company is.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then, and that will be, don't tell me you're sorry I feel that way. I was about ready to climb through the phone. So anyway, he goes, the maximum we can give is a £20 voucher. And I said, fine. I said, that's fine about the voucher. I said, but who's going to speak to that person? Who's going to go and speak to that person? Or like, how is it going to get resolved? I want to know why the shopping was not delivered. That's what I want to know. It's all very well, you're going to give me a voucher, and I'm grateful and all of this. And I said, I'm not having a go at you. I said, I'm not sort of like, because it's not your fault. But what I want to know is who is going to speak to that person? Why was there an accident on the road? Did something happen to the guy? Like what? Like tell me what? And he goes, oh, all I can do is, give them your feedback and all of this sort of nonsense. And I was just like, right, okay. I was like, can I ask you a question? And I'm being deadly serious. You might be offended, but I want to ask a question. He's like, what is it? And I was just like, do these people even care? Do these people even care that we waited up?
I remember you saying that. I could hear you saying that.
I said, because I work also in customer service, and I can tell you here and now that there are some people that just don't care. He didn't know what to say, right? So he was just like, well, I would hope that they would care and all of this, because very careful, because he knows that not them people, but that person whoever did it doesn't care. They didn't care that the shopping wasn't delivered. The depot, because clearly when it was meant to be anyway, so he said, "Oh, I'll give you £20 voucher." He goes, "Look, I can get a redelivery for tomorrow." And he says, "I can see you've already got a £20 voucher. We can put it to that. Of course, you don't have to pay for delivery. Yeah, we can send you some chocolates and a tote bag." I was like, "Put it all in." I was like, "Whatever it is, put it all in, because at this point, I'm going to need the chocolates after this." Yeah, he put it all in, and we got it the next day. But this was now on a Monday.
Yeah.
And it was just annoying. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's a very long-winded way of us telling you that stayed in all day Friday, stayed in all day Saturday, only for us. So basically, we weren't able to go out and do the filming bit we wanted to do. That being said, Aoife was laughing. I'll go through the comments in a minute. Aoife was laughing, but we did manage to get what was I going to say? We did actually shoot a video indoors, so I'll talk about that in a second. Aoife said, "Kelly and Mark, you are the family I choose for myself." Well, you guys are all welcome in the MK
we're
family.
Building such a lovely community.
We are really, and you make it so. Where are we? There you go. Love sent to you from Sam, Aoife. Mark, thank you for your empathetic and kind, being a great example of what a real gentleman should be. I don't think I'm the pinnacle of a real gentleman, but that's very nice of you to say so. Kelly, nice ears, sis, but all-time favourite are the haunted house ears. Kelly, though, funny enough, all your haunted mansion ones are my favourites.
Oh, really?
They're all my favourite ones. Or anything spooky Halloween.
I like this one. And I like the red one. I've got a nice red one.
We will.
Colour one.
You will have to do a video at some point on your ears. Loving the sparkle, she said. Mark and Kelly, I got back into the previous Instagram account and added the certificates. That took 3 years to arrive via email.
Wow.
3 years by email. Well, at least you got them on there.
Yeah,
Better late than
exactly.
never, but 3 years. Right, now Sam said, I had to complain my electric suppliers multiple times and got £50 credit. Same with my water company, who I overpaid by £800. They were so rude. I don't have that money to sit in their bank.
Right.
Well, do you know what? This is it. Because with a lot of companies, when they do, they deliberately delay you getting that. Even by sitting in their account, they make money. Now, if it's like £800, it's not going to give them much in terms of interest. But when you think of all the customers that have overpaid by £800, you're talking tens of thousands. All those 800 quids, they add up. So the interest rate on that alone, just staying in their account for a little bit longer, is going to earn a lot of money.
Yeah.
Sorry for laughing, sis. She said, good, thanks, Gabe. Apart from having water issues again. Oh, no,
No.
Oh, no. So for those of you that don't remember, poor St. Cot was without water for quite a good period of time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but last time the water companies had to give you all loads of bottled water because you didn't have water for ages. Oh, no. So when you say water issues, are you without water again, or is it just periodic? I hope they fix that soon, because when we had our bathroom done, and obviously this is by choice, and this is a long time ago, you notice things like that when it's obviously we weren't without water, we had drinking water, but we were out, we couldn't shower and we couldn't use the toilet. And you really, really realize how much you take that for granted. You really do. He said, Mark, you show what a man should be like. You come across so genuine, empathetic and caring. When my living examples had me live in trepidation and fear. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, but that's very kind of you to say so. So thank you. I do appreciate that. Take that to heart. There we are. So that that's a bit of an issue. So what I was going to say is what we did manage to film. We finally got around to it. You may remember for ages we have been saying we bought over the course of about 6-7 months. I bought all these different flavored mayonnaises. all of them. And anyway, we finally managed. We ordered some fish and chips, and we tried all of those mayonnaises. I've no idea how the video is going to come out. We tried a few different, well, I say different techniques, just a different way of filming it. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it's not terrible. I hope it's good, but we will. It's just a little bit of fun, so we will show you that. And yes, we did try the gravy mayonnaise, but we also tried a different type of gravy mayonnaise, which you will see in the video. So Scott said a burst water main. We do have water, but very low pressure. We are still waiting for compensation from the previous one.
Oh my word!
Appalling.
They should. I don't understand why they just don't shave money off your bill.
Well, quite
or free.
But you know what, St. Cott, if you were to underpay them and say, well, actual fact, how much do I get off? And they say, we'll give you let's just say for argument's sake, we'll give you 100 quid. If you were to underpay them by 100 quid, they wouldn't have it. They go, oh, no, you need to pay us.
Yeah.
Sam said, when I lived in my fresh built house, I had terrible water problems. It would look rusty, and the water company would bring us big plastic containers of water. It went on for a couple of years.
Do you know what? People rave about new builds and all of this type of stuff. And I'm a little bit old school. I'm like, I don't like the idea of a new build. I just feel like, would they have put, because back in the day they put real care and thing in the way they build things, and I don't think they do that now.
Touche! How are you? How you been? You okay? Good evening, MK family.
Hey.
How are you? You well? Lovely to see you. Hope things have been okay.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Oh, bless you. I hope you're feeling better, because you weren't feeling well the last time, mate.
Sam said, sorry, where are we? Aoife said, Mark and Kelly, I still hugely regret purchasing the air fryer bought from Aldi. Oh no, what's happened with it? Now, funny you should say that, but actual fact, St. Cott bought one of the Ninja ones, similar to the ones we've got. The only thing is, what was wrong with the Aldi one? You bought a single tray, didn't you? The single tray pull-out, rather than the double tray.
St. Cott, how are you getting on with the air fryer? Please let us know.
So sandwich too. So a lot of love hearts going around. That's what we like to see. Yeah. So with those, the thing is with electrical goods. Whenever something comes out, Aldi and various other supermarkets are going to do their own brands.
The dupes, yeah.
Yeah, to try and compete. So they'll do one, and they'll try and make it much more cost effective in order to sort of attract people to buy them. And yeah, so I do. My mum did something similar, because when the Velvetizer came out, I think it was Aldi. They did their version of it.
Oh, did they?
Which was a different. She said it works really, really well.
There was a dupe. There was a cheaper supermarket that did a dupe of the Ninja, and it was £90. There was a queue around the block. I don't know if it was good or not, but they were selling out like hotcakes. They were £90. They were selling out. I can't remember which. It wasn't Morrison's, but and it wasn't Aldi, I don't think. I can't remember which one, but there was a queue. They even had to give tickets to people because they could only do a certain amount per day. Crazy.
Yes, good. Thank you, my loves. And you, wishing you a wonderful 2024. Here comes another 1,000. We hope so.
I'm just eating these.
Yeah, you're going through them. We still got the tin. Actually, these are normally gone by this time. Actually,
I just wanted to show you because
look how many we've got loads left. Normally these will be caned by now.
Yeah.
But I think
to be fair, because we had two tins.
And also I've been buying you chocolates in between. So New House Roadhouse. Did you not get New House?
And are they still upstairs?
Yes, but I'm saying.
Oh, but do you want to show the chocolates that we did get?
Oh yeah, so this was the freebie by a certain supermarket we won't name. They did give us these as a freebie. In actual fact, Hotel Chocolat. This is their everything box. So 8 is called the H. You can see the H in the actual thing there. It's called the Everything H box. So
let me have a look and see what's in
there. Have a look what you've got. Where are we? But yeah, did you have a Happy New Year, Touche? And how was your Christmas? Was it good? Did you enjoy? Lovely to see you back on. And like I said, always weird, isn't it? I always think, when's the cut-off point for wishing people a Happy New Year? I always like to think it's the end of Jan. But some people say first week.
Yeah, I think for me, it's probably the first week. But the terrible thing is, As it's approaching Christmas, I always forget to say Merry Christmas to people.
Merry Christmas. Well, not everybody celebrates it, to be fair.
No, and that's true. But you know, like when so I do part reception, and obviously when you're on reception, you know, you say like I'm quite a jolly person anyway, and I love Christmas, and all of that type of stuff. But yeah, I always forget to say, as on the approach, Merry Christmas, and I do say Happy New Year. And I only say it for the first week because then it feels weird. For me, it feels weird after saying it. But obviously, with our community, with our family, it doesn't feel weird. But when I'm saying it to other people, it feels weird. Like if the Tesco guy came in and it's the second week, I feel like, oh yeah, am I gonna say Happy New Year? It just feels weird.
Where are we? So Aoife, and of course I'm sure we did wish you a Happy New Year, but if we didn't, apologies. Happy New Year to you too. Aoife said a salted 2 litre, hugely disappointing, and I regret the purchase.
Oh.
Now I have seen Salter brands before, but I don't know if they're any good.
I've only had scales from Salter. I've not.
Oh yeah, you have.
Not much else.
What is wrong with it though, Aoife? Does it just not cook it very well? Well, St. Cott said he's doing really well with his, and he's done salmon and chicken, which was
wow. You know what? But Alicia does. She does chicken in hers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Or does she do any other? She does quite a lot because they even do steak in theirs.
Oh right. So the meat just cooks for about 45 minutes, where your deep fat fryer works faster. Yeah, but you don't want to deep fat fry all your meat. You deep fat fries a joint. You do want to do some of it in an oven. But is it not? I mean, does it not come out well, or is it just the length of time that that actually puts you off? Tush went yum to them chocolates.
Yeah, for me, do you know what? I'm just sitting here. I took a bunch out, and I'm just like
I know, munching them away.
What?
No, I'm not. I had matchsticks, but I eat them throughout the day.
Oh yeah.
Aoife said, "Happy New Year in 2024. Wishing you all good health, happiness, and safety in 2024."
To you guys too, for sure.
Now,
hopefully it's going to be a good year for all of us.
So for sure. Now, Sam has said, "I have found a restaurant in London I would love to visit. It's called Fallow."
Yes. It's on my list, girl. It's on my list.
Oh, really? It's
on my list.
What is Fallow?
They are known for their steaks. Yeah, they're known for their steaks. And yeah, it's what I want to say. They do bone marrow as well, because there's 2 places that I want: Flatiron and Fallow. But I think Fallow is a little bit more versatile than Flatiron, because Flatiron is pure. Yeah.
Is it the steaks you like, Sam? Is that what you like to go for? Because I was just thinking like something like Miller and Copper. You don't.
No, I don't rate them. This is not steak. Miller and Copper. It's not steak.
Okay. Of course, the views of Kelly are where are we? I was going to say strictly between hers and not represented by us, but I suppose they are. Miller and Copper. I don't eat steak, so I can't comment. But yeah, not for Kelly. Aoife says she loves us both as a family. Oh,
bless you.
Hearts back to you. Sam said, "I say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Everything now. I love that. Every time.
Yeah, I love. I'm going to be more this year. I'm going to spread more joy.
There we are.
And especially when it's approaching Christmas, I'm going to try to remember to say Merry Christmas to everyone at any given time."
Mark, thank you for being lovely, loving Kelly, and not being a brute, and not being a hugely amazing example. I'm gonna take these quotes, and then I'm gonna go. That's really kind of you to say so, but it's really sweet. Thank you. Are you listening? I might pin these. Keegan, hello.
Hey, Keegan.
How are you, Keegan? You had a good day? Hi, Mark and Kelly. It's Keegan. How are you doing? I am doing good this evening. Oh, good to hear it. What have you been up to? Have you guys been out at all? Right, so Kelly's just looking at the Fallow menu.
Yes, so Fallow is a bit more, because they even have a plant. Menu, so they are more thing than. But I've heard good things about Fallow. Good things. It's on my list.
Right, Aoife said, "I tried cooking fresh potatoes as roasties, but they burn on the outside and were raw inside." So I'm assuming this is in the air fryer. Now it might be you're best off The trouble is with air fryer, I've noticed it always defaults to what ours one does. St. Cot, I think yours might be the same. It always defaults to 200 degrees Celsius. So you might want to turn yours down a little bit, which you can do.
No, it depends
On air fry.
Yeah, it depends on what setting that you have. So it'll be different settings for dehydrate, for air fry, for roast, and whatever other functions are on there. Because I think we've got about 6 or 8, something like that.
Well, was it dehydrates on there? I thought, what on earth?
Well, if you wanted to dehydrate fruit, stuff like that, you can do. But so it's on. So normally when if I'm going to roast, I believe it goes at 170. Or is it? No, sorry, so at 180. But I normally turn it down to 170 depending on what it is that I'm roasting. And if you like pork and you like pork belly, it comes out beautiful in the air fryer. Beautiful. Yeah.
So that's one. Maybe I don't know, St. Cot, if that would interest you. Maybe Aoife, you could give pork a go in it. But
yeah, I did lamb, and the lamb was good, but
not as good as the pork.
But the lamb was good.
Keegan's got 36 subs.
Wow.
Nice one, Keegan. You keep going. Keep doing it.
Nice.
Eva said, I tried cooking fresh. Oh, no, we did that one. Sam said, oh, my fallow has the most amazing looking Chelsea tart. And the crab waffle dish would be on my wish list. Apparently, it's dangerous.
Oh, wow.
Why is it dangerous? Crab waffle dish.
Decadent.
Oh, dangerous. Oh, when you say dangerous, you mean actually addictive.
The decadence of it, the lusciousness of it.
So are you worried that you'll come to accustom to these tastes? And then, do you know what? This is what I was saying to Kelly. So we've been banging on. We've never, ever flown business class before. Never. And Kelly and I were looking at ways we could potentially do it. I think if we gather so many thousands of air miles, we've not been on holiday for years, but if we gather so many thousands of air miles, we could potentially do it. But I was saying to Kelly, the problem is, you'll never go back to coach again. We'll have to, but we'll never want to go back to coach.
But this is the thing. This is now why there are certain things which make me now a snob, right? Miller and Carter being a perfect example. I don't eat steak out in places because I can cook it at home. And inevitably, it's going to be rubbish. So Miller and Carter was one of those perfect examples. So we went, and I went to the Miller and Carter. It was the nephew's birthday. We went there, and it was rubbish, or bishra, as I like to say. It was just
I didn't think it was that. Well, I didn't.
You don't even eat steak. It was so chewy and gristly. That is not a good steak. Gristly. It's
bear in mind, this is only in our opinion. Well, Kelly's opinion. I didn't eat any of the steak.
All right, mine and my other nephew's opinion.
Oh, he said that too?
Yes, the older one.
Oh,
so not the younger one, the older one.
The mac and cheese was nice. It was just small. It was just a side, so it's a bit small portions. But,
yeah. But I just thought, And then we went to that place in Brighton. Home?
Oh, yeah.
Or was it house?
Yeah.
House. I always call it home, but it's house. And that steak, in my mind, I just thought, am I going to order this?
Keegan said he's got to go, but he said he's still got your Christmas tree up. So keeping the spirit of Christmas alive is Keegan.
Good for you.
Or he retracted his message to go. I hope he stayed. Yeah, so you've still got your Christmas tree up.
Wow. So I had it at house, and I was debating whether to order it, and I did, and it was so nice. It was like, there's only one other place where there are a couple of places where I would like to go to just to try the steak, but there's a place in Lanzarote, La Cabana. If they did steak there, I'd eat it, because it hasn't been a bad dish there that I've eaten, and they change their menu regularly. It always looks amazing there. And La Cabana in Lanzarote, it's in a place called Matcha. If you don't drive, you need to take a cab there, which we do. I don't drive abroad, but so we take a cab there. If you're ever, it's a recommendation of mine. It's a British couple that moved over to Lanzarote, and they bought a house, and they changed the downstairs into a restaurant, very much like House. So if you go to House, but they've got the whole house as a restaurant.
So it's called house because in Brighton, because it's actually a former old house. They've just converted into a restaurant.
But La Cabana, which probably maybe means house as well, La Cabana, or home.
Maybe.
La Cabana.
For anybody who speaks Spanish.
Anybody who speaks Spanish, let us know. And downstairs is also, they've done it as a restaurant. And the guy's there and he talks to you. And they are busy all the time. And how they got busy, what was he was saying to you? It was just through TripAdvisor and word of mouth.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are the #1 TripAdvisor restaurant on the island.
Yeah. And the food is so good. And somebody complained and said, oh, it's just English food. And the one of the, so it's a husband and wife, and the wife does the front of house. She, serves and all of that. And then the husband does the cooking. And then they normally have a family member who does drinks or is the sous chef. And then they have, and then when her mum or her sister comes to visit and all of that, they also become your servers. It's like a real nice family type thing. And then she was like, yeah, problem. Like, what were you trying to do? Dish, like,
well, this
problem?
is just on one of the comments. Let me just catch up because we're a bit behind. So Eva said, hey, all great catch up. Keegan mentioned about his Christmas tree. Sam said, oh, and the Fallow's corn ribs too.
Yes.
I must try making corn ribs. What are corn ribs?
So basically you get the corn and you slice the corn, but you slice it in a rib. Very much like when Wags did theirs.
Yeah.
That's corn ribs.
I've never tried. Now Wagamama's do theirs. They soak theirs in soy sauce, but it's like a very mild, light soy sauce.
I don't think they do it anymore.
That was so good.
It was so good.
Wags, you got to bring that back.
Yeah.
Disappointed. So Eva said disappointed in the non-availability of sweet sparkling drinks in the I can't pronounce that. Kilty Amar Park Hotel, which I went out for my 46th birthday. Oh, what did you get up to?
Oh, they didn't have, but you know what? A lot of hotels have select fizzy drinks. So they don't have your typical brand. Like sometimes you'll go and we've only got Fentimans or something like that. And I don't even like Fentimans. But sometimes when you go to these places and they do their cloudy lemonade and all of this sort of stuff, and you're just thinking, all I want is a Fanta. Just give me a Fanta.
No, you posh stuff. Yeah, just a Fanta. No.
Yeah, and they'll just do like.
Give it to me in a straight glass.
Or they'll do, or like in one of the places that we went to, they go, oh yeah, we've got this, and really it's just sparkling water with, do you know what I mean? With what do you call it? What's the syrup drink? Cordial. So it's just be a bit of cordial with some sparkling water, and I'm like.
So where are we? The mashed spuds and mashed carrots and parsnips were lovely, but red cabbage I wouldn't touch along with the roast cucumber. I've never had roast cucumber.
I've never had roast.
I've had pickled cucumber. That's really nice, but I've never had. It's lovely with smoked salmon and cream cheese. If anyone gets a chance, you pickle the cucumber and have it very thin slices. You want it so wafer thin, but it's really good. Girls do it. It's delicious. Sam said, I love the idea of being able to dehydrate fruit and veg. Anything except me. Yeah, you don't want to be dehydrated yourself.
Well, unless you're going to be doing jerky.
The flavors get so much deeper and delicious. I've had dried fruit, but I've never tried dehydrating it.
That is dried fruit.
No, but have you ever tried it with your air fryer? I know it's got a dehydrate function. If you've got the same one we have, it's
like when you get the dried pineapples and all of that in a breakfast or whatever, it's either dehydrated or freeze dried.
Aoife said the staff came out. So this is for her birthday. The staff came out with a thin blue and white candle in a brownie and sang "Happy Birthday" to me. Also, icky fresh cream and non-sweetened ice cream. Was utterly disappointed with it. Oh no! After all that, non-sweetened ice cream.
Okay.
Now, there is a restaurant in London that does olive oil ice cream, and they serve it. I forget the name of the ice cream. I read it somewhere, and I forget the name of it. But they serve the olive oil ice cream. So it's not sweet. It's got olive oil in it, and they serve it with the main. So I think they did it with tuna steaks, if I remember rightly. So that was on the side, and you'd eat the olive oil ice cream with it. Never had it myself.
Is there something going on maybe in your area where they're not advocating sugar? Because like if they're not doing like the fizzy drinks and then they're doing like unsweetened ice cream and all of that type of stuff, is it in your area where they're not advocating sugar possibly?
Sam said my mum would cook red cabbage in the bottom of our Rayburn, low and slow with brown sugar and vinegar. So tasty and sticky, lovely with roast. Do you know, we were looking to do that because wasn't it Nigella Lawson? She did a recipe with red cabbage.
Yeah.
But she was saying that it tastes better the next day. So it's something it's
when
good.
It's infused.
Yeah, so it's something you can make and then do the next day. But I think she added cranberries to hers. But we were thinking of doing that for Christmas. We never got around to doing it just for time constraints.
I mean, there's so many things to do at Christmas. We just can't.
But is that the secret to it? Low, slow heat. Sam, that sounds delicious. Do you make it yourself? Have you had a go at doing it yourself?
I've got to admit, I'm not a lover of cabbage.
Oh, I love red cabbage. Eva said -1 here. It was -3 here in London earlier today. Electric oven, electric over blanket, which is aligned on the old electric cushion under my feet in bed. We washed your one.
Yeah.
So you have, hence the reason why Kelly's not snuggled up in it.
I know, and my aunt bought me an hoodie as well. So I've got an hoodie. It's a Marks and Spencer's one. And so I wear that. I'm sitting here and I am cold. Mark's put the heating on, but I am cold.
Hence we got our little hoodies, keep them warm. But keep warm, guys. I know it's very, very cold at the moment here.
Very cold.
He said, "Oh, Sam, wouldn't be for me. I'm a fussy, simple food eater. You might like it though. You like cabbage, and this is red cabbage, slightly different, but it is lovely. M&S do a really nice one." Aoife said, "I like tender stem broccoli and red onions and carrots and parsnips and garden peas and mushrooms and sweet corn and green beans."
I pretty much like all of them except for green beans. I'm not a lover of green beans.
But she would live off mashed potato. The chef roasted the cucumber. Not something I would eat. It's very much an acquired taste. It's the same with you hate cucumber. Whenever you'll notice that whenever we do the afternoon teas, really I should review the cucumber sandwiches because you just don't like them. It's pointless you doing.
Yeah.
I think I'll do them from now on. Sam said onion ash is popular. What's onion ash, Sam? Do you actually burn the onions to a cinder or burnt onions? Actual fact are quite popular.
I don't like it.
Oh, I love burnt onions.
Yeah.
Where are we? Yeah, let us know, please, Sam. What
caramelized or crispy?
Eva said homemade ice cream with no honey and no sugar. Was it diabetic ice cream? Maybe it was that, or maybe they added sweeteners in it. Not for you. They're just weird. I've never had that.
No, she said it was unsweetened. So even if it's unsweetened, there won't be any fake sugar.
Did you ask for that, or was that a speciality? Give me the Arch Bar or Dalton Inn or Claire Moyes Mayo. All right, okay. Team me, team us. Says join us. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Welcome.
How are you doing? Lovely to see you again.
Yes.
And they say I used to have an American dehydrator. I made peanut butter and banana fruit leather. Just whiz up in 2 ingredients and dry. Absolutely lovely. So how did you make that? Did you actually just, when you whizzed it up and you mix them together, the peanut butter and the banana? Oh, when you say banana fruit leather, so is that, do you chop it up or you just whiz it both together? And then
I don't know what banana fruit leather is.
Well, that's what Team Me, Team Us will tell us. Because one thing I've noticed, I did notice this in TK Maxx, and that is they do jars now of peanut butter powder, and it literally is. It's the peanut butter in a powder. So they were suggesting what you do with it, rather than have it as a spread, you sprinkle it over stuff. So if you've got ice cream, you sprinkle it over ice cream and stuff like that. So it gives it a nice peanut butter.
You can just whiz up your own peanuts and do that.
St. Cott said, not tried it yet. Does it? Does take quite a few hours, I have read. Oh, this is for the dehydrator.
Right.
See, this is a bit as well. I wasn't sure whether to use it or not. And I think to myself, I think it would just be cheaper and simpler to buy dry fruit. But I think if you've got some fresh fruit and you do it, you could potentially use it.
or do jerky if that's your bag.
Where are we? Aoife said, Mark, you got the pronunciation of oh really? I won't do it again because I don't want to. I was on a roll then and I don't want to do it. I've got it almost perfect. Well done. Thank you. I'm not very good with pronunciation on most things, unfortunately. But thank you. Oh, -6, St. Carl. Oh my word! I've never, because we've got.
Oh, I've got a shiver. It making me cold already. I'm thinking,
well, I did notice that our car was all frosted over.
Oh yeah, this morning, yeah.
But
sure.
I leave all the drinks in the conservatory. So we've got like bottles of water we leave out in there as well, and they are freezing cold when I bring them in. They've never frozen yet, even though it's been minus.
No, it's not frozen yet.
But yeah, I have noticed that. Sam said, "Oh, I adore cabbage so many ways. Frying it until crispy, adding to potato cakes, or steamed with fresh butter.
My mum likes cabbage.
I love stuffing it too with beef mince. Yummy. Isn't that a? I'm thinking like a Greek. No, I'm thinking of cabbage leaves. Have you ever tried that, Sam? Where you put there's a Greek dish where you have cabbage leaves and then you put mincemeat and other sort of various things in there, and you wrap it up and then you cook those. There's a Polish dish that does it as well, where you actually wrap the meatballs up in cabbage leaves and steam them. It's supposed to be very, very nice. We roast whole onions, said Sam, with our roast spuds. They are amazing. Yes, onion ash is literally burnt onions. Do you know what? That's what I love. The other thing I love doing, what we do when we roast vegetables, is putting whole cloves of garlic.
Yeah, roasted whole cloves of garlic. Oh,
they go. What's funny? If you ever have raw garlic, it's so bitter. But when you put that in the oven, just get it right. If you overcook them, it goes really bitter. But they are so sweet.
Yeah.
Delicious.
When they're like brown and like some people use it as a spread almost. But I tell you, just have it amongst your vegetables and it's just, it's delicious.
Oh, Eva said it's pronounced kilchima. Kilchima. Is that right? Kilchima. Also pronounced kilchima. Yeah, kilchima. In kilchima. There we go. So, team, thank you, Eva. Team ET said fruit leather is pulverized fruit dried in a sheet.
Okay.
So a bit like almost, I say biltong. It's not quite like biltong because biltong's where you stretch out the meat and let it dry.
No, this will be like a sheet.
Yeah.
That's
so
already dried.
You smooth it all out, so it's all mashed up, and then you let that dry. It's a bit like fruit jerky. There you go. Biltong is a type of jerky. I blend overripe bananas with a big dollop of peanut butter. So you mix the banana and peanut butter, and then you smear that over. Correct me if I'm wrong. You smear that along so it's a nice thin sheet, and then you let that dry, and that's what is your what do you call it? Your fruit leather.
Yeah, I have to be honest though. Me and bananas, no. Peanut butter, yes. Jam, yes. Banana.
Well, I said that before. I did read that. That was Elvis Presley's favorite snack. So he would get, they would get bread would be buttered, and then they would put mashed banana on that, then peanut butter over that top, and then another bread. Sandwich that together, and they would deep fat fry that in butter, not in oil, in butter. But Elvis loved this snack so much that he would have it flown from the place. I forget where it was that he obviously I think it was in his hometown in Maryland. If he was on concert anywhere in the States, he'd have one flown over. That's how much he loved it.
Oh no, no. I feel like I do like peanut butter, and I see a lot of people have peanut butter and banana, and lots of people obviously have it on their breakfast. We got some bananas at work today. The amount of people that went into bananas, and in my mind I was just like, oh no.
Kelly doesn't like bananas, but I do actually.
It doesn't agree with me at all.
But that combo of peanut butter and bananas, I've noticed that. I've seen milkshakes that say the Elvis, and it will be peanut butter and banana.
I like the milkshakes that they do. It's like a PB&J, which is like a peanut butter and jam.
But it's not PB&J is not really popular in England, but it is so popular in the States. Peanut butter.
Yeah, I mean, it can. Do you know what? I tried it one day. So I was at work one time, and this was many years ago, and I had a toaster at work, so I did a bit of toast, and then I had a bit of peanut butter, and I had a bit of jam, and I was like, just the saltiness of the peanuts and the sweetness of the jam.
Yeah, it goes so well.
Just delicious.
Eva said, I like pineapple in syrup in a tin. One thing, so do we, but one thing we do like, and I've got to do more of it, is actually grilled pineapple.
Do you know, at work, they were saying, oh, when are you going to bake a cake? When are you going to bake a cake? And so before Christmas, I promised them, and they were going to, because I had spoken about a pina colada cake, and they made me promise that I would do a pina colada cake. So on Sunday, I baked a pineapple. I baked a pina colada cake.
If
So
you like pina colada.
it was like your basic sponge with pineapple. I did pineapple juice in it. I did coconut, and then I put the Malibu in there, the Malibu and mixed that up. And then I did a cream cheese frosting. And in cream cheese frosting, I also put Malibu and what you call it, pineapple juice, and I whizzed that up. And then in the actual cake, I got Hartley's do a pineapple jam. And so I did that in the middle, and then on the end I put the cream cheese frosting, and then I put the cream cheese frosting on the top. I decorated it with the pineapple from the tin, and I decorated it all around. Then I put coconut up at the sides and all of this. Let me tell you, I brought it to work, right? And I like the cake to come up to room temperature. I feel like the cake is nicer when it's at room temperature. But I took it out the fridge, but I only took it out at 10:30 anyway. It was easier to cut though as well. And there were loads of people in, and I just thought, oh my god, I don't think I got enough cake. But it just so happens that each pineapple that I had done did a nice cutting of a slice of cake. And so anyway,
that was the width of it. So the segment of pineapple on the top pretty much governed the width. You wouldn't cut the slice.
Right, because I did pineapple all around the outs, sort of around the edge, and then I cut the cake. But I tell you, everybody ate it and they loved it. And then people were asking for seconds, right? Now, not everyone was in the office. I saved 2 slices of cake for a couple of people that weren't in the office. And they're like, can I have another slice of cake? Can I have another slice of cake? And then somebody came up to me yesterday at the end of the day going, is there any more cake like this? And I was going, there is, but I've saved it for 2 other people. And he was like, oh, all right then.
Did they have it in the end?
No, oh, the 2 people today? Yeah.
Did they like it?
Yeah, they did.
There you go.
No, I was disappointed about the size of it, though.
I did ask you to film it, but you didn't.
No, I didn't film it.
So you must film it next time.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Sam said, yes, Mark, my ex of Polish descent. He was born in Paddington, though, at the same hospital as Kiefer Sutherland. Oh, yes, St Mary's. I had heard of that. Kiefer Sutherland was born in London. Wow, that's it. Yeah, no, I know that was going back to the Polish dish that's you put meat in.
Oh, right.
Mark, first pronunciation spelt phonetically. You got it. I can't eat bananas, said Aoife. Let me just skip the adverts. I can't eat bananas or have banana milkshake as it gives me indigestion. Do you know but the trouble is with bananas, any smoothie, not all, but most smoothies have banana in them because they're the one fruit that's got naturally sweet. So when they don't add sugar, they need bananas to sweeten it.
But the thing is, with fruit, it's already sweet. But there are some banana-free ones because obviously banana doesn't agree with everyone. I got one in the fridge which is banana-free. I love it. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Where are we? Sam said, I hate raw bananas unless it's mashed, which brings out the sweetness. I love them cooked though. Do you know what, Sam? It's the same with me. I never eat the raw ones, but things like banana foster, like we were talking about, love that. And it's because it releases all that sweetness and it becomes really sticky once you cook it, which is really nice. Although I've got to be honest, I rarely eat banana bread. It's one thing people bake a lot, but I rarely eat it.
Do you know what? And my family, I remember when we went to Brussels and I rang my aunt and I was reading, I said, oh, do you want one of these cakes? I'll bring one back for you. And I was reading, and one was a banana cake. And she definitely wanted all the cakes that I read. Oh, yeah, banana cake. Oh, yes, can you bring that for me, please? Banana cake. I was like, oh, God. But yeah, they loved it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that in the cake. You can taste the banana, but it makes it really sort of mushy.
Well, sticky. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Panda peanut butter used to be a lot sweeter. Now, I'm not a big expert on the peanut butters, but as I said to you guys, don't let Kelly hear, Kelly used to have a jar of Nutella, and I used to get the peanut butter. I dip. Yeah, I'm going to say I double dipped. One dip in the peanut butter, then you'd use the same spoon. Don't bother changing it. Dip it in the same spoon with the peanut butter. Dip that in that delicious Nutella and have it. Oh, that combo. Try and get 50-50.
When we've got separate houses, you'll know why.
Because I do the double dip. I'm not ashamed. Try it. If you've got Nutella and you've got peanut butter, go 50-50. Try it. It's really nice. I'm hoping to buy some booze towards the end of the week, says Eva. Ooh, what are you going to have? What are you going for? Is that the pina colada inspiration? My sister used to love banana sandwiches, said Sam. Do you know what? I used to eat them when I was younger, but not anymore. It's like you, that raw banana flavor. Sam said pina coladas are too good. I want to taste this cake. Somehow we're going to have to get this cake to you.
I won't lie to you. It made me so happy that people were like, one person said, "Oh, it's the best cake that I've ever made." I don't think it's the best cake.
Have you got a photograph of it?
Yes.
You can share.
Yes, I do.
It did look quite impressive, I have to say, even though I didn't get a.
I'm not good at decorating, by the way. I'm sort of getting better, but I'm not.
That's all right. No one's
great
going to judge you here.
at-
So this is Kelly's pina colada cake, if you can see that. Do you want me to hold it with your cake? Oh, there you go. What are the sprinkles on the top?
It's sugar and gold sugar sprinkles and coconut.
Desiccated coconut. Or no,
Yeah.
you can see the little chunks. Have you got a side view of it?
Give me a sec. Well, that's a sort of side view of it.
There you go. So on the top there are the chunks of pineapple. And that's what Kelly uses as a measurement. So the width of the pineapple, that was the width of your cake.
Yeah, that was the width of your slice.
That's how much you got.
And there was 20 on there. I counted and I thought, God, can I do 20 slices?
20 slices of cake. Sam said, or where are we? We just made wine. Not sure how it's going to go. It's so cold. My heater went pop, not being fixed until next month. Oh, no. How are you coping in the cold? But when you said made wine, what type of wine are you making? Are you doing red, white? Are you doing slow? Let us know, Sam, what type of wine you're doing. But your heater's down.
That's horrible, though, to have your heater down in this
weather.
weather.
Do you know what? That's sod's law. If it's ever going to go throughout the year, it's going to be at the coldest time of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the filling, isn't it?
This is the filling.
So this is Kelly's filling. This is, if you can see that there.
Pineapple jam, and then that was the cream cheese frosting.
So in your cream cheese frosting, you've got Malibu in there?
Yes.
So
Malibu, and I've got pineapple. So I used tinned pineapple, but with juice. And so the juice, rather than syrup, is what I'm trying to say. And so I poured the juice in the cake when I was doing the batter. So there was pineapple in the cake, and then there was the juice from the tin and Malibu in the batter. And then I did the exact same in the when I did the cream cheese frosting. So I put coconut in the cream cheese frosting, desiccated coconut, the Malibu, and some of the pineapple juice from the tin, and I put that all in there.
Yeah, so Sam, I hope you keep warm. That's all I was going to say. But let us know what type of wine you've got. Eva said, Kelly and Mark know what my favourite cake is.
Biscuit cake.
Biscuit cake, we know. And hint, Kelly, and no isn't an option. You're going to have to bake this biscuit cake at some point. Try adding a few slices of banana to homemade curry. It gives a nice sweetness. Funny you should say, Mum used to do that.
Oh, really?
Mum used to add slices of banana to it. But you have it on the side with it. You don't bung it in with the curry. Well, that's what she didn't do. She'd also sometimes do boiled eggs with it.
Was she thinking that it was plantain?
No,
sure it wasn't plantain. It was just slice of banana.
No, slice of banana. It like
Sam said, heard of that. No,
it does add a natural sweetness to it. But you don't mix it in. You don't cook it in with the curry. Or she didn't. You would just have it raw on the side, and then you would add it to the curry, and it does give it a slight sweetness to it. Where are we? Eva said pina colada and also Malibu coconut rum.
The Malibu boom.
And she said it looks yummy, your cake.
Thank you.
Saint Cott said, right, get your application into Celebrity Bake Off. Get that in.
Do you know what? I am I'm very, very precise. I take too long to bake a cake. There's no way I could be in
pressure in the tent.
Yeah, in Bake Off. And I'd be like, listen, and I would lose my temper.
Would you?
I would be like, I'm trying to do this and you're asking me stupid questions.
The cameraman would all back. You see all the cameraman backing off. He's going, rah!
You're asking me stupid questions. I'm trying to just get this done. It would be too much pressure. There's no way.
Oh my God, the thing would be a mess. That's what I
and inevitably I would drop it on the floor. When I see those contestants and I feel so sorry for them. Or there was that one contestant where she took the person's stuff out of the freezer and put her own in because he was using her freezer and all his thing melted and he just didn't bother doing anything. He was so sad he got voted off because of that woman. That was her. And I know I'd have a row with somebody. Oh my god!
Oh.
Only when the pressure gets to me, I'll be like what?
The mess. And the reason why because like I said, I went downstairs as well. So I was working from home. Kelly had gone to work with this cake. We try desperately hard not to swear on this channel. But I walked into the kitchen and I went, oh, for sake. I was like desiccated coconut all over the floor.
It was just in one part.
All on the
because
sides.
what had happened was I was tipping it in my hands and then I was just, but by now it's like 11 o'clock at night. And so I cleaned up everywhere, but I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just too tired. And I just went to bed. But everything else I cleared up.
And there's me. I was just thinking to myself, I was fuming when I was cleaning it up. I was like, having to go to work, and I'm just thinking to myself, I want to tell Kelly next time.
But hold on a second, you're working from home.
Yeah, but I don't want to clear.
You're saying going to work.
I didn't even get a slice of it.
You were going here. You could have had a slice of it if you wanted to.
No, we couldn't. You go, oh no,
no. The top was there. I sliced off the top. You could have had that.
Anyway.
But did you or did you not have the cream cheese?
I had a couple of spoons, one spoonful. I'm not having any more.
No.
Where are we? Sam said the cake looks delicious. I wonder if you could sprinkle with brown sugar, then roast it. After cooling, they would look so pretty. Oh my!
Oh, I don't know.
Would that work though? Would that melt the cream cheese? If you
no, what Sam's saying is on its own. So you roast the brown sugar on its own because you couldn't roast it on top of the. No. You'd have to roast it separately.
Like a bit like a creme brulee.
You wouldn't be able to roast it. And even if you blowtorched it, it would melt the cream cheese, so you couldn't do it on that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, talking of which, Eva said, could you do that other than the cream cheese? Do you have to put cream cheese on it?
No, you can do butter. You don't have to have cream cheese. It's just what I do. But you can have a buttercream icing, or if you don't want any icing at all, it would just be a plain pineapple and coconut cake with pineapple jam in the middle.
Sam says, I always use that juice from the tinned fruit, never throw it away. Well, you put a splash in, don't you? And I drink the rest.
Yeah.
No, I never throw it away. Oh, we made white wine. Very posh. So this is the thing that Sam was made. Well, hopefully it's going to be okay because I know the temperatures dropped suddenly and you can't keep it at room temperature. So hopefully it should be all right. Eva said, do you remember, Mark, the arch bar you described as Spanish? I'm going in on Thursday. Oh, are you? Going for a little cheeky drink. Oh, Malibu rum. Yes, please. Make it a double. Not that I had that in years.
The Malibu boom. I always keep it in the cupboard because it's my favourite drink.
Oh, hi, Leisha. You all right?
Hey, Leisha.
Leisha said you're cake zilla. Yeah, she is. When she's cooking. I'm cooking.
Or and sometimes, well, I say sometimes, our kitchen's quite cluttered. So to try to find a space to put anything is like oh my God,
I come in, the sink is mounting up.
No, everything was in the dishwasher and all of that type of stuff. Don't try it. I cleared up everything. The only thing that I didn't clear up, and I fully admit it, was the coconut on the floor. By this point, it was gone 11 o'clock, and I was just like, do you know what?
345 Berries joined us. Hello, 345 Berries. How are you? Welcome to. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining us.
I love that little. She did a little smiley emoji. Sorry, I say she. I couldn't see your emoji, so they. Sorry, I should say. Did a little smiley emoji. Sam said laughing emoji. Sam, join me. So there you go. You've got a pina colada. Drink fest.
Next live Friday.
Oh,
we'll have pina colada or snowballs because I've still got avocado in the fridge.
Well, there you go. So if anybody wants to do a virgin pina colada, you can actually get it from M&S. They do a ready-made pina colada kit, alcohol free. If you want to, you can add your booze in if you want to.
Yeah, and that's really nice because I just add a shot of Malibu to that, or there's another way that I do it, which is I have some pineapple and coconut ice cream in the fridge, and I blend that up, and I add Malibu to that, and sometimes I do a splash of the non-alcoholic pina colada from M&S. But the non-alcoholic pina colada from M&S is so good. Maybe I'll try that Christmas pina colada.
Oh yeah, so I think we showed you guys.
They're still selling it, by the way, in M&S.
Oh, they are. So there's a Christmas pina colada. So it's a pina colada, but with obviously Christmas spices in it.
Yeah.
It was £4 on sale. So I don't know if it still is, but you could grab that if you anybody heading down to M&S.
I want to try it.
Where are we? Sam said, when one is baking, one needs an assistant for real. Well, I'm not being that assistant. I'm not. I think Kelly and I will kill each other if we go in the kitchen.
Trust me, at Christmas time, it's mad.
Yeah. I'm doing this. What? Sam said, I meant roast the pineapple, then leave to cool, then put on the cake.
Right. So
right.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and then put brown sugar on that.
Put brown sugar on the pineapple, roast it, crystallize it, then put it on it. Yeah, got it.
Does anybody remember pineapple cubes? I do. That's the sweets.
No.
They were perfect.
Oh, pineapple cubes. Yeah.
They were perfectly sort of
like cola cubes.
Yeah, they were yellow cubes. Yeah, like
cola cubes.
I do remember.
Yeah, I remember them.
They were nice.
A quarter of pineapple. Yeah, were they called pineapple cubes though?
They were called
I remember
cubes.
cola cubes. A quarter of cola cubes, please. You said a quarter of. It was always a quarter of. Now they do it in ounces and stuff like that. I don't understand it.
Eva said the woman from Ireland who normally is on here might be on the community demo, or perhaps she might be on the X platform. Are you talking about Vaughan? There's actually we've got a few Irish viewers.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen Vaughan for a while. Actually.
We haven't seen, but Vaughan was moving.
Yes, that's true.
She was moving, trying to move.
Hey, Leash, you all right? Where are we? Everyone's saying hello. Sam said, I walked into my kitchen with a Patrick Stewart voice to say space. The final frontier.
Yeah.
Do you say when you make something, make it so? That's the name of his.
Is that number one?
That's the name of his autobiography.
Make it so.
No, making it so.
Oh, making
That's
it
what
so.
he called it. Well, of course, that's what he's most famous for.
Yeah, make it so.
Although he's a really good actor, he's done loads of things. He said that's what he's always remembered.
Yeah.
And what made me laugh was they apparently, when they cast him to be Captain Picard, they first experimented with wigs. They were trying all these because they wanted him to have hair. And he said, well, why can't I just be bald?
Yeah.
And in the end, the director, because in America, there's this big thing about not being bald. There's very few bald.
Really?
Well, you think about how many bald actors do you know? There's only actors.
Telly Savalas was very famous.
Well, one. And then Bruce Willis, only because he became bald. He didn't start bald. There's very few that are. Jason Statham is one I can think of. Maybe The Rock.
There's probably quite a few, but we just would have to think about like who they are. But yeah, and they're pretty much all leading men.
Yeah. So they asked him to put on, but in the end, they just said, "Oh, look, all right, just go as you are." Aoife said, "Lidl has a mocktail pina colada sparkling drink." There we are. So you could try that as well. 345 Berry said, "Hello." Sam. So Aoife said, "Sam, join me for a freezing cold island for a booze up." There you are. That you can't say. And you could go to one of those hotels, but don't have the ice cream. The no sugar ice cream. 345 Berry said M&S did a mocktail pina colada in the cold drink section. Yes. I think they still have it. Yes, they do.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah, but they've changed the packaging now. So before it used to be in a square bottle, now it's in a round bottle.
So you're absolutely right, 345 Berry. And also, funny enough, do you know what the main ingredient was? I was shocked. I thought it would be like pineapple juice or something.
Grape juice?
Grape juice.
Yeah.
It's grape juice. So grape juice just tastes like pina colada. But yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. That is a really good tip actually, because that's one of the nice ones. It's a really
nice one as well.
Sam said, "I would if I could, darling. It's chilly here in Cornwall too." Eva said, "Beautiful Cornwall." Sam said, "I watched Captain Picard's A Christmas Carol this year and loved it." Was it called Captain Picard's A Christmas Carol?
No.
You had me going then for a bit. Is this something I haven't seen? I know Patrick Stewart did play Scrooge.
Yes, he did.
He did play Scrooge. 345 Berry said it's -3 tomorrow over here in Essex. You know what? It's been.
We have a few viewers from Essex.
Yeah, we do actually. The only way is Essex. It was -3 actually here in London as well this morning. When I went out for a shower, I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, sometimes to open that window because our bathroom gets quite steamy. So I open the window, and sometimes in the morning I just think,
"Oh wow!"
Is that the hot shower cannot contend with the cold air that is coming through that window? Oh, it's too cold.
We used to, our timer's broken on our boiler, so we used to put it on in the morning just to knock the chill off. But you've got to physically now turn it.
Yeah,
So we don't
annoying.
have it on. Yeah, so I am kind of the turner of the thing. So as soon as it hits time, I just whack it on.
Yeah.
Eva said, Lidl have a sparkling mocktail pina colada drink. Yeah, you mentioned that one. We haven't seen that actually.
I've not seen it.
We don't shop at Lidl that much.
No, we don't. I don't think we. I've shopped at Lidl a couple of times, but years and years and years and years ago, I haven't shopped since. But lots of my family go.
Yeah. Where are we? Sam said it's beautiful down here. I know Cornwall is amazing. Very much like Ireland, a beautiful countryside. I want to make a Chelsea tart. It looks amazing. Tastes like butterscotch. Oh my, so yummy. Now, when you say Chelsea tarts, what is Chelsea tart? Is it the same as gypsy tart? There's a gypsy tart I've heard of, and that is basically the pastry case, condensed milk, but you add brown sugar to the condensed milk, and then when you boil that, well, not boil it, but you bring that to a boil, and then you let that cool, and then that forms this lovely sort of filling. So it was a very sort of caramelized filling, very sweet. I've not heard of that before, Chelsea tart.
No.
Have a little Google. You went on the menu for a bit, and then you were gonna.
But we were talking.
This is in response. So Sam's spotted a restaurant called Fallow, which you want to go to for one of our.
It was on my list.
We will go at some point. Our list is so big, we're just trying to get through it. But we will try and review it for you.
Oh, right. It's
made with milk and ice. Oh, it does look nice. It looks a bit like. You can show it.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like. I'm just trying to get a better picture.
It looks a bit like creme brulee, but without the topping. So there we are. This is Chelsea tart. And it's made with cream. Is it cream and milk?
Yeah.
Sam said there's more gravy than grave about you. I love a Christmas cake. Eva said, oh, Sam, Ireland used to be. Oh, really? You said it used to be nice, not anymore. Mark and Kelly, no, I lost love for Ireland as a team. No, I know you did say. I know you did say. You will get that back. I used to feel that about Wiltshire. When I left Wiltshire, I just thought it was boring. Now when I go back, I really like it.
You miss it, but it's part of your childhood.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Exactly. And
when I go to Battersea or Vauxhall and I look at it and I just think, oh God, I really, really miss it. I wish I was still there, or it's just nostalgic.
345 Berries said, I'm not keen on Lidl. I don't really shop in there. My aunt shops in Lidl all the time. Where would you shop?
My aunt does too.
Are you more of a M&S person, 345? Because I just think we tend to do that as well. I don't shop there all the time, just purely for budget reasons. But
well, it depends. So like, what I love about M&S is they do a lot of deals. They don't tend to do it in London. They tend to do it more in the suburbs. They do it in London, but more in the subs and or in the burbs, and in the burbs. And you can, if you calculate it correctly, it can be really cheap. But if you don't, then obviously it can be expensive. But we do a mixture between M&S and Tesco. That's our main, and then Sainsbury's, like on the side sometimes. So we do Sainsbury's on the side, but our main shops, I would say, would be M&S and Tesco, and Sainsbury's on the side.
Where are we? Sam said, oh, it uses, so go back to the Chelsea tart, it uses caramelized whey to reduce waste. Oh, really? It's whey. Curds and whey. A beautiful idea. Same, all restaurants don't have the same attitude. That's really interesting. So it just uses from the waste. I mean, that's where Portuguese tarts came from. So basically, monks used to use the egg whites to stiffen or wash and stiffen clothes, starch clothes.
All right, okay.
And so basically, they had all these egg yolks left over. So they said they don't like waste. So they said to their cooks, "Can you come up with a recipe for all of these egg yolks?" And they came up with the Portuguese tart. So a Portuguese tart. So now you've got the opposite problem because you have you don't use the whites
unless you're going to make an egg white omelette.
Yeah, that's true. Aoife said, oh, it's Wales and UK for me. Oh, Wales. I thought you were Liverpool. I remember you used to say that to Amy, that you'd meet her up in Liverpool. So you've got for Wales. Sam said, my son's fiance is Welsh. It's beautiful. Funny, and also as well, I know Touche loves Wales. That's her favourite place on the whole planet is Wales. We're right. 345 Berry said, I love M&S, but we mainly go to Tesco. My mum works in Tesco. Oh, I see.
That's great.
That's handy.
Do you know how many organic ribeye steaks I would buy if I knew somebody who worked in Tesco? I'd be buying a lot.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. I'm going to say for a cruise in 2025. Hopefully, we'll be able to tempt Kelly and Mark to join me with you. Well, I said wow is for that. And also, 345 Berry, I'm going on a Norwegian cruise at the end of June.
Wow.
Oh, that will be amazing. Will you get to see the Northern Lights? Or are you not going that far up north?
Do I want to say that that's where the fjords are?
Yeah, Norwegian fjords.
The fjords.
Yeah. Oh, wow. How long are you going for?
Amazing.
That sounds amazing. Oh, Sam said, I had Aberdeen Angus beef burgers from Lidl last night. They were good. We usually make our own burgers with a burger press, but these were nice. Do you actually mince your own meat as well? They do say that the best way to do it is to grab a steak and mince it, because that will be fresh.
I've got organic mince in the fridge, and I want to make a shepherd's pie. I bought potatoes as well. I'm just trying to, because one of my things this year, so one of my goals this year, so I've got some goals, and one of them is to cook and bake more, because since sort of like, so during the pandemic and stuff like that, I was cooking all the time.
Sorry, Tommy just joined us from Abu Dhabi. Oh, wow. Welcome. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much.
I think it's our first person.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I love your avatar. I can just about see it's very, very small, but it looks like you're out in the middle of the sea. It looks amazing. Lovely to join you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. And so one of my goals is to cook and bake more and to walk more. Those are my sort of my main things that I would like to do. I would also like to do packed lunch to bring to work. So that's another one of my things. So in my thing to cook more, but you know, like you get home in the evenings and I'm just like, I've got until what, 6 till 10.
And even then,
and I'm just thinking, like, how can I cook, eat, and reasonably have a rest before I'm getting to bed? It's just like,
you just got to accept you can't.
Yeah.
Wow, Abu Dhabi. We've never had a viewer from there, but lovely for you to join us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark, please do me a huge favour and get in Kelly's subconscious brain that she's genuinely the sister I chose for myself. I know. I think Kelly's got that. You've mentioned it, so I think she has got that.
I do. Thank you.
345 Berry said, I might see the Northern Lights and I'll be going to the Norwegian fjords. I'll be going for 7 nights and it's my first time on a cruise.
Wow.
I have never done a cruise.
My mum did a cruise, but she did, was it a Caribbean one that she did? She didn't go to Jamaica, but I think she went to the Bahamas. No, not the Bahamas. What's the other one? I think it
Caribbean?
Was No. I think it might have been the Bahamas.
It was the Bahamas she went to. She went to the Caribbean. She went to the Caribbean.
Was it Caribbean? And yeah, she absolutely loved it. I want to say they did a zip line, did they? I can't imagine my mum doing a zip line though. But yeah, absolutely loved it. It was her first cruise, I believe. And she's done another one since, but my mum wants the cruise in the cabin that's inside, so she doesn't see what's going on outside. But she went on another one recently, but it was, I can't remember where it was. I feel like she went to Amsterdam. Yeah. So it was a small one. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. So it was a small one. I think it was like 3 or 4 days, and they upgraded her. So she'd gone inside cabin. They upgraded her to one that had a balcony and blah, blah, blah. My mum goes, how dare they upgraded me? I didn't want them to upgrade me. And I was just like,
she's the only person that complained for getting upgraded.
Everybody would want to be upgraded, especially with the balcony. I said, Mums, if we're ever going on a cruise, I'm not getting no inside cabin. I want one with a balcony and blah, blah, blah. Because I don't want to feel claustrophobic. I want to know that I can see everything and all that. Yeah.
Where are we? Where are we? Aoife said, Mark and Kelly, I'm starting to save all through 2024 till 3 weeks before a cruise, as long as you and join you. You want us to join you on a cruise? We'll all go together.
It depends on where you're going and what cruise it is, for sure.
But first time on the cruise. Tommy said, thank you. I was just scrolling through your YouTube and found your live. The pictures when I was in Malta. It looks amazing. I just assumed it was, because it's so small, it's difficult to see. But thank you so much for joining our live. We do our live every Tuesday and every Friday, 6:30 UK time, GMT. So
if you want to join us, please do. We'd love to have you.
Exactly. And we'd love to talk about all various different bits and bobs. So I'm so glad you joined as well. Thank you so much. Feel free, whatever you want to talk about, that's what we do. Open door policy. Talk about things you like. Sam said, shepherd's pie can be a bit gamey. Lamb is very expensive, but chops are my favourite. So I'm assuming lamb chops rather than pork chops. But do you like the rack of lamb? I always think that looks posh when you've got those sort of racks when they're up like that.
Do you know what? I like the idea more than I like that. Well, because when you eat it, there's no meat on it. There's no meat on that thing. And I'm just like, it makes me annoyed. Oh my God, we went to one place one time, and I ordered a rack of lamb. Tell me, in this rack of lamb, why I only got I got about 3 pieces, and somebody else who ordered a rack of lamb, she got like 4 pieces or whatever. So clearly they split the rack of lamb and gave me the lesser portion. The lesser portion, to be fair. I couldn't eat it all though, to be fair. But it really annoyed me. Don't tell me it's a rack of lamb. Just tell me it's 3 pieces of lamb or whatever. Don't tell me it's no rack of lamb.
Sam said, when we lived on the farm, we would buy a lamb and a pig from our neighbours and butcher it. Oh, you butchered your own meat? Wow. But butchering the cows on the beef farm and preparing the chickens for sale was the worst. Very ew. I can't imagine butchering your own thing.
But your family worked on
on farm though. They didn't work in an abattoir.
Right.
So the way it works is you take the thing to an abattoir, which is done separately.
Right. I see.
No, they never butchered their own stuff.
Wow.
Oh God, shepherd's pie lamb only as meat. Sam said, very stinky and ew for such young children. Funny enough, because I grew up in the West Country, my uncle would drive to an abattoir and it stinks. It's because it's all the innards.
Yeah, cool.
It stinks. 345 Berry said, I will be going on an inside cabin. I'm hoping it will be okay as I'm autistic. I hope the staff will be understanding. No.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
They should be. They should do.
And maybe for sensory I don't know what type of autism that you have, but maybe for sensory reasons, probably the inside cabin would be better. I think sometimes it can be overwhelming or overstimulating. And so, I'm sure they will understand for sure.
Yeah, but we hope you have a fantastic time. That sounds wonderful. Aoife said, Kelly, we'll discuss and plan a cruise with you. I'm saving to have us 3 together. Wow, there you go. Sounds amazing. Tommy said, I will try my best to join, but work might restrict me. Currently on my break. We're so lovely for us to join us. Thank you so much.
Bless you for joining us on your break. Oh my God.
We hope you can entertain you while you're on your break.
Yeah.
Sam said, cruise around the Greek islands, seeing the temples would be amazing.
Wow,
or, of course, down the Nile. I'd love to. This sounds amazing. So are these your dream holidays? Is that what you're thinking? What would somebody's ideal cruise be? Please put it in the chat. If someone said you want a competition, you can go on any cruise you like. I'm going to pay for it. What would your dream cruise be?
I don't know.
I think mine would have to be the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think so too.
Incorporating Florida.
Yes, obviously. But yeah, I reckon mine would be the same thing. Yeah.
Aoife said, 345, I am certified in autism awareness, advanced certificate. I know Aoife has got a whole host of qualifications.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really impressive. 345 Berry said, I was scrolling through YouTube and I just found you. I gave you a follow on here and an Insta. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much.
Bless you. I need to get right. So we have an Insta, we have TikTok, and we have YouTube. We are more prevalent on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I really do have to concentrate on Insta and TikTok. I don't update it nearly as much as I should. However, we are always dedicated to our Tuesday and Friday. There are some times that we can't do it. but we are more dedicated to doing our lives. And another one of my goals is to be more invested and to do more with you and for you guys. That's one of my other goals this year.
But you know, we're on it, and like I said, we do our lives. For those of you that have just joined us, every Tuesday and every Friday, 6:30 UK time. So you're always welcome to join. We go on for about an hour and a half. So just feel free whenever you like to. And people tend to drift in and out when they want to. Just join us when you can.
Yeah, or watch us on Catch Up, or listen to us in the background on Catch Up. It's we're very, very grateful. It just makes my heart. We're very grateful.
Where are we? 345 said, yeah, that's good for Eva's qualification. Sam said, my mum would kill the chicken. She would hit them over the head and then chop it off. Oh, Lord. Then bring the carcasses, which we would prepare. That would definitely make me vegetarian. To
be fair, though, my mum in Mauritius, she said they kept chickens and they would kill their chickens as well.
Yeah. Didn't she tell your... Didn't they tell your brother and your sister when they were little that they flew away?
And really, they were eating the chickens.
Yeah, they were eating the chickens. Eva said, oh, we'd like to go to New York City as a cruise and Florida. So you go all down the East Coast.
So who was saying this?
Eva.
Eva, yes. That sounds amazing.
345 Berry said, I do have sensory issues. I'm glad I'm in an inside cabin. Will be okay.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad will be in the cabin. Oh, if you got your parents there, that's even better. So that's really good.
That's nice.
Oh, but you're not on TikTok. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, just to let people know, you don't. Do you know what I mean? Stuff.
Most of our vids are on YouTube, to be fair.
Yeah, we're more YouTube prevalent than the other.
Well, we are trying desperately hard to do more vids. So I think the main thing we do consistently is our lives, but the videos
this year it's gonna change.
We are gonna be
gonna change.
Right, where are we? I'm thrilled people are following my beloved Mark and Kelly. Oh, bless you. But thank you. And we are thrilled too. It's just so wonderful to have you.
We are so happy to have all you newcomers, and just love it.
Oh wow. So Tommy said, I absolutely love cruises. I love being at sea. So I decided to start working at sea. I work on yachts.
Oh, wow.
What a fantastic way to spend the day. That is absolutely amazing. You know what? Talking of the Canary Islands, I was watching this documentary of Brits that had gone over to live there. And there was one guy said that he now works on yachts, funny enough. He maintains and builds them, all that type of thing. And he said, they said, what made you go over there? He said, there's one day, he was a former engineer. He said, I was working in Leeds. I was up a telegraph pole in February. It was -10. And he said, forget this.
Yeah.
Forget this. And now but that fact, do you know what? I love that sort of fascination of nautical, being on the sea.
Yeah. I don't know if I could live on the sea, sort of do it every day. But it's very similar story to the couple who opened the La Cabana in Lanzarote.
Yeah.
They were a British couple. They were just working all the hours that God sent and all of this, and they just thought, you know what, forget this. Went and bought a place in Lanzarote, and their business has taken off. It's brilliant.
So there you are. So that's really good. So when you work on, are you actually are you part of the design, Tommy, or are you actually just working on the crew? Or be interesting to see. But no, thanks for sharing. That's really interesting.
Lovely.
And what a beautiful place to do it, Abu Dhabi as well. Sam said, my dream holiday would be the Greek islands, the Nile temples too, Russia, St. Petersburg, maybe down under. For the Russia St. Petersburg, would that be less rather than a cruise? Would that be more of an Orient Express? Potentially.
I would love to do the Orient Express. I think that would be great. There's one that goes through the mountains, and that looks absolutely amazing.
345 Berry said 6:30 is a great time on Tuesday, as Fridays I go to a club from 9 till 3. Oh, great. My granddad and his wife love cruises. My granddad passed away 6 years ago. I was sorry to hear that. And my granddad, my grandma passed away 6 years ago. And my granddad got remarried to someone else, and he's been cruising for years. Good for him.
Good for him.
What a wonderful way to spend the day. Absolutely wonderful. You're a crew member, Tommy. Right.
Oh,
That sounds really good.
that's amazing.
That does sound really good. I know. I bet you've got a lot of stories of the crew. I would love to pick your brain on the stories of being a crew
I
member.
bet you could write a book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet you've seen quite a few bits.
I used to work in hotels, and yeah, I could
Leave that there. Right. Eva said, Kelly, I'm saving €50 a week till 3 weeks before pay for a cruise. My hope being able to afford. Oh, the three of us. Okay. Sam said, I will never forget my trip on that catamaran to the Scillies. The sea is terrifying when angry, and oh my, it becomes a huge black wall or pit. So happy for the experience and surviving. That must have been absolutely terrifying.
I feel like when you go on like a ferry or a catamaran, or what's the other one when you get the boat over to France? What do they call it? Not a catamaran.
Well, ferry.
Is it a ferry?
Yeah, ferry.
Yeah. I feel like whenever you do it, that if the sea is choppy, forget it. You're just like boom, boom, boom. It was that's crazy. I feel.
Sam said, I'd love the Orient Express. Can you call me Mr. Depp to keep me company? Oh, of course, Sam. You just say it, Mr. Depp. Mr. Depp. Tommy said, yeah, definitely. I could write a book on the stuff
I bet the things that you've walked in on. And that's just among the crew, I bet.
Yeah, it's right. So, yeah, I guess, whoa! Oh, bet you. Probably stuff you couldn't repeat here, but I was going to say, it just sounds amazing.
Do you know what though? Right. So when I worked in hotels, it was the worst. Like it was like really badly paid and all of this, but it was the most funniest time I feel. And I think sometimes the worse a job is, you make your fun. And I have to say, it was the most fun time I think I had in my life was working at a hotel, for sure.
Well, do you know what? It's funny that because I remember one of my first jobs as a student was working for Tesco. This is many years ago, and it was such fun because it's one of those
really badly paid, but such
fun.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because you don't care.
Yeah.
If they were to let you go, you think, well, okay, fair enough. I was a student, and so there's no pressure on you. So you got. And everybody was like I was only a teenager, or everybody was my age. It was such good fun.
It was a very different mindset for me because I started working when I was very young, and it was just that work ethic. So even though I didn't have any responsibilities, I wasn't the type of person, oh yeah, I can get another job tomorrow. It just wasn't. I wish I knew now what I knew then, but I was just like, oh my God, I got to stay here and all of this stuff. Yeah, it was crazy.
345 Berry said, I like staying in hotels, but I like the lifts in hotels as I have a special interest in lifts. I know all about lifts. Really?
What an interesting, not hobby, but an interest.
Well, pursuit. Do you know what? With the lifts, do you prefer the ones that are actually built into the walls? You know, the ones that you obviously, when you go up and down, you can't see. Because when we went, the reason why I say that, when we went to the States, there was one hotel where the lift is all just glass and you see yourself going up and going down. And then, like I said, for me, I don't like heights. That you can see, you think, and because it shoots up, you think, whoa, this goes up far. You realize how fast the lift's going up and down.
See, when I was younger, the lifts that used to scare me were it was like diamond shaped wrought iron, and you would go in and you'd have to pull it back, and so it'd concertina back. You'd get in but there was no door or anything. It was just all this wrought iron, and you could just see through, and that really scared me. And this used to be quite popular in France as well, and I would always be scared that I might get my fingers caught in the wrought iron as it was going back or forward. Yeah, it was really
I think the world's oldest lift is still working. It's in a hotel, and I want to say it's in France, but I might be wrong, and it still works. There's no door, and it doesn't stop. So it just keeps going round and round and round and round and round and round.
Oh, really?
So what you have to do,
you have to just jump off.
You jump on and then you jump off. So that's how it works. And that's how it originally worked. So this is obviously in the days of Royal Health. But they kept it going because it's the world's oldest lift. But it was fascinating when I saw it. Sam said it was only 28 feet long and it's a big sea. We're going to need a bigger boat. What's that from?
Oh God, I can't remember.
Jaws. Have you ever watched Below Deck? Do you know what? When Tommy was saying that first came to mind, Below Deck.
There's one that I watched, but it's an American one. And I don't think I've seen Below Deck, but I've seen the American one.
I like all lifts, says 345 Berry. Okay, interesting. Sam said, my sister was under 18 when she started working on the Scilly Isles. She even took her horse. Oh my God. It took ages trying to load a horse onto the ferry. He was so scared.
Yeah, I can
Come on,
imagine.
Dobbin, come on. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
imagine that. The last thing an animal will want to be like on the chopping block.
Yeah. Mad.
That's a paternoster lift you're talking about. Who installed the lifts at your hotel? I'm not sure, you know. Is that what it was, the paternoster hotel? So the hotel we went to, this is an American one. And what I've noticed actually, 345 Berry, is in the underground, you always see, it says made in France. A lot of the lift well, you wouldn't notice it, but the escalators I noticed made in France. So I'm assuming these are all French design. But the one we had in that hotel, this is an American hotel. So I don't know if it is imported from France or it's an American. I'm assuming it's American made. But these are those glass ones on the outside, and they're on the outside of the building rather than inside. So as you're going up, you see everything from sort of down below. But yeah, it's.
Was that what you talking about when we were in America?
Yeah. The was it Radisson Blu? I think it was. They've got the lifts on the outside.
Not in the States.
Yes.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can't remember.
Yeah, I could see it. You're going up there and you look outside. I'll remember that because I don't like heights, so I always remember when something scares me.
Because in my mind, I was more thinking the Embassy Suites, but that's in Florida, not in not the Radisson Blu.
No, it could be Embassy. It could be the Embassy. Sam said, it's amazing to be riding a swimming horse. They are not the most graceful swimmers, but it's super cool.
Wow.
That must be, but yeah, horses can swim.
Yeah.
So have you done that? Have you taken it out to sea? And
you know how I know?
How?
Because I was watching, is it Adam Driver, when he's doing the advert and he's with the horse that's in the sea and the horse is swimming.
Ah, there you go. I'm assuming you took the horse out to sea. That's interesting. That's interesting. I rode a horse, but this is many years ago because my uncle had a horse.
Oh, right.
This is back on the farm. So that's when I rode, but I was a kid then. I was very tiny.
So when I was growing up, there would be a guy in Battersea Park or on the beach, essentially, and you could ride a donkey for 5p. 5p! But I'm sure one day there was a horse that you could also ride, but I can't remember how much it was. But riding the donkey around in Battersea Park or riding the donkey at the seaside was 5p.
They don't do that anymore.
No more.
I'm afraid.
No.
Not fair on
you're talking back in the day when they didn't.
Animal rights.
Yeah.
Some poor donkeys that's made to stand in the heat all day. 5p. That's very cheap. Would you know what, 345 Berry? That's one of the things we're showing our age now because that is inflation.
Yeah.
Sam said we would take our horses in the streams here in Cornwall. They are deep enough to swim. Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing.
Lovely.
Well, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half. Believe it or not, so the time is absolutely flown. So we will probably leave the live there. But thank you so much for joining us. 345 Berry, for Aoife, for everybody.
For everybody
Tommy,
who joined us.
Thank you so much today for joining us as well.
Samson, Cot,
all our regulars, and so quite a few new people in as well. The donkeys abroad, like in Santoy, are treated so disgustingly. I know that's why they say not to do them, because obviously it's encouraging it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that joined us on the live today. We had such fun, as we always do, and it's wonderful talking to you.
And thank you for the likes. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, but you watch us anyway, please subscribe. And all the likes push it out to other people. That really helps out the channel, pushes it out to other people, and we just want to grow this community. I'm loving it.
Yeah, same here. And
that's the goal.
Oh, bless you. It's been a great stream, says 345. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for making it such a great stream as well.
Thank you.
St. Carl, you have a good week too. So that is it from Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things for Tuesday. But as always, we will be back Friday, 6:30 UK time, again, where you can talk about anything you like. Take care. Fear of birds keeps me inside. Don't let it conquer that fear.
Mm-hmm.
You hate their beady eyes. Don't watch The Birds by Hitchcock.
No.
Thank you, Tommy, as well. You have a great rest of the evening as well. Good luck on your trip. I know you're on your break.
And enjoy the rest of your break, hey?
Yes,
Thank
exactly.
you.
And I hope it all goes well on the yacht.
Thank you for sharing it with us.
Guys, look after yourselves. Do take care. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will hopefully see you guys on Friday, 6:30. Until then, we'll see you again. Bye for now.
And don't forget to melt my cheese.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.